Hey folks, Twisha Christian here. Today I want to bring up a subject that has actually been brought up over a long period of time, and a lot of this discussion really was dealing with Dogecoin, and it deals with market cap. And a lot of people ask, how can Shiba Inu reach a certain point with its market cap? Well, of course, people, they're burning their coins right now. Johnny from Currency 365, he's been having burn parties. There's burn parties all over. They got some coming up around Christmas, and they got some towards the end of the year. And prophetically speaking, some of these coins, it would seem like it would be impossible for these coins to reach $1 or $2 or $3 because of the market cap. One of the things I want to talk about is, especially when we look at the prophetic stocks, and we have a wealth transfer coming, that the way I look at things and the way what God can do, to me, it doesn't even matter about the market cap with the things that we are invested in. And I want to share a couple things with you. We look at things supernaturally. There's supernatural blessings that's coming from the cryptocurrency industry. Listening to the prophets and listening about a new financial system. God wants this world to go into a certain direction. And so he's actually making that happen through the people that he's going to use to make it happen. And I want to bring something up. When we look at the story of Jesus, right, in the 5,000, right, here's this name here. Jesus, how can we increase the food supply? There are only 5 loaves and 2 fish, but 5,000 people. So when we talk about a supernatural blessing that is just going to keep coming and coming and coming until you get your desired result, right? And we know what happened, right? And there's a lot of people that they're not understanding this. So when I compare these disciples, they're blown away by these supernatural miracles. The 5 loaves and the 2 fish that fed 5,000 people, right? And a lot of people don't understand. Right? Try to do the math on the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, right? 5 loaves, 2 fish, 5,000 people. You can't understand it. Right? It's something that people cannot comprehend. And so if you're watching this channel, everything that we have been discussing, we're talking about prophetic multiplication, supernatural multiplication. And that's what's part of what I try to do. Is bring you guys the information, whatever on prophetic stocks, or even Kim Clement talked about multiplication, right? We talk about the talents, right? The guy who had 5 talents multiplied his talents by another 5. With the plan for the wealth transfer, we're going to be doing a lot of flipping. I'm expecting still another run on the cryptocurrency markets here very soon, right? And at some point, we're going to head into crypto winter. And so there's going to be multiplication. We're going to sell off and then we're going to buy a whole bunch more. And then at some point, the cryptocurrency markets are really going to take off. So that's just my opinion. But I'm trying to share with you guys that this is a supernatural thing, what's getting ready to take place. When I share with you how to take part of the wealth transfer concerning Bitcoin, right? Those were God-given instructions. If God has shown you or the prophets a certain pricing point of a coin and you say that's impossible, so you don't even invest in it. Now, don't you guys remember back in the day when they said Dogecoin, the market cap, it'll never reach a penny. It'll never reach $1 because of the market cap. Now, this article goes back from 2018, and this also shows, too, as well, how you can miss what God has given you and you ended up giving it up to somebody else. The guy who created Dogecoin has talked very negatively about Dogecoin, right? He actually gave up the project. Can you believe that, folks? He gave up his wealth transfer. He started it off as a joke. We've heard that scripture where God has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and God has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. This guy didn't realize what he had. He started it off as a joke, and he actually missed out on his own blessing. That's the thing. I think God gives people visions, and then whether he believes that it was from God or not, But he started this off as a joke. And then when Dogecoin really began to take off, like in this article 2018, Dogecoin developers lament billion-dollar market cap milestone. Why would you be upset about something that you created because it increased in value, but not knowing that God has his hand on this, right? When we look at the prophetic. Right, here's another article. My joke, cryptocurrency hit 2 billion and something is very wrong. Right? That was in the article within the same year. So he couldn't believe what was going on. But he didn't realize God's plan, and he gave up. He gave up his Dogecoin and gave it to people who supported it within the Dogecoin community. And of course, we know Elon Musk then got involved with those developers. And you see where it's at today. And God's hand is on this so much that they actually created, and that's how a lot of these coins came about, was anti-Doge coins. Shiba Inu started off as an anti-Doge coin. And then we have all these other Inus, right? And they were trying to create all these different coins to get you to come out of Dogecoin because they're saying, look, it's a failure. That's why it's down right now. You need to invest in all these other coins. There's tons of articles about getting out of Dogecoin and investing in these other coins. And that's one of the things. When Dogecoin first was taken off, what came out? SafeMoon. Everybody get into SafeMoon. You couldn't even go to a platform to invest directly into SafeMoon. You had to go through all these steps. And people were selling their Doge to get into SafeMoon. Right? Then you had Shiba Inu. And then all these other Inus. Right? Around that same particular time period. Those, a lot of those were designed to try to get you to get out of Dogecoin. I bring this up because a lot of times it's not just about the market cap. Like this article here, why traders say value is crypto price indicator of choice. So it's not always about the market cap. And Elon Musk is behind Dogecoin, right? He's supporting it in all the different various areas that he can. And we know that wealth follows Elon Musk. And he's got a very big battle on his hands with those behind the scenes, the whales, the crypto whales that have been manipulating the markets. Those are the people that he's been fighting against. He's not going to come out on Twitter and say that. But if you follow his Twitter and you follow what people are saying in this silent war that is going on behind the scenes, especially with Binance and some of these other crypto whales. And that's the thing. How can we increase the food supply if there's only 5 loaves and 2 fish, but 5,000 people? Right? We can't always try to figure out how God is going to do things, right? We cannot explain the supernatural, right? Science cannot explain 5 loaves and 2 fish feeding 5,000 people. Here we have another meme. Right? Everyone with trillions as a market cap to reach $1. How is this even a possibility? Jesus, right? What market cap, right? That's Leonardo DiCaprio, right? With the smiley face thing, right? That everybody seems to love. And he's saying, what market cap, right? Because this is a supernatural thing. With some of these coins, it's going to be a supernatural thing. What do you think the dinar? How can it go from that to $1 or $3 or $5? It's going to be a supernatural thing. The Kim Clement 8 wells, a supernatural thing. So I wanted to put this out there because I want to let people know that we are not working in the natural. With some of these cryptos and everything that God is getting ready to do, as you've seen with Dogecoin, do you think that 3 years ago, did you wish that you had invested in Dogecoin, but some of us were turned off because of the market cap? And what is Jesus saying? What market cap? Hopefully you guys understand, right? If you don't know anything about the Bible or the supernatural or what's been going on, you're not going to really understand this. So I don't even care about the market cap. Because at some point, regardless of where they're at, supernaturally, these things are getting ready to take off. Just like we've heard supernaturally, God is going to, he's going to start things over within the cryptocurrency markets. He's going to start things over with the stock market. Right? I think I even heard as low as the NASDAQ going down to around 6,000. Now, could you imagine that? Could you imagine the Dow being down to 15 or 14,000? He's going to even the playing field. We've heard that from several different prophets. Even the playing field in both markets. So what I look for, especially in all this, folks, after we go up to this next run, and then we go through crypto winter, we're going to have a supernatural explosion within the stock market and the cryptocurrency markets. So like all these videos, I try to prepare you for that. Get ready, start saving your money, start working more, do your free stuff, to earn cryptocurrency. Put yourself into a position, start learning, watching videos. You can't watch 5 videos a day on that Iraqi dinar and then expect to turn around and learn about what's going on with the cryptocurrency market or the stock market, right? Especially the cryptocurrency market, because it's a lot more difficult to learn, transferring cryptocurrencies around and then trying to avoid gas fees, and you got to buy it from Coinbase and send it over here. Those things take time to learn. So don't be like the guy. Don't miss out on your blessing. The guy who created Dogecoin missed out on his blessing. And if he would have understood that, he wouldn't have let Dogecoin go. And actually, because he didn't believe it in himself, what God had given him, he gave up his inheritance. And that's also a message for some of you who have projects right now, like myself. I have the Grigori project. I've been working on it for a very long time. I've been approached by people in the anime industry. I've been approached by producers, and it came to a point to where I had to shut everything down and almost kind of start all over again. But I have not given up. I had to get rid of some of my artists. I didn't feel like my producer was getting where we needed to be. A lot of promises. And I'm not talking about just some Joe Blow. I'm talking about people in the anime industry. And there were other things that I had to deal with because things were getting a little bit too hot in our artwork, and people that were on the team didn't really have a full understanding of what was going, what God wanted to do. So I had to backtrack and kind of put everything on hold because things weren't going in the right direction. And a lot of you are facing those same things. You started your project and things are going well, and then you come to a brick wall. And sometimes those brick walls, God is telling you, wait, slow down. In the anime industry, it's very sexualized. Some of the artists that I was working with didn't understand that. And it got to a point to where, okay, I can't use these people anymore because they're not understanding my vision. You can do things without having to add all that. Look at Lord of the Rings, right? You hardly see any blood, and there's no nudity, and there's no sex. So it can be done. And so I had to change everything. I'm not going to give up my inheritance when it concerns that. And so if you have a project, do not give it up. Keep moving. Regardless of what goes on, you keep working on your vision. So yeah, folks, this is a supernatural thing, right? And it's what market cap? What does that even matter, right? What does it matter if the giants are bigger than you and they outnumber you? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you only have 300 versus hundreds of thousands. Because all it takes is that one to come in and change everything. Right? When the angel of the Lord came and he wiped out all those giants before they even went into the land, that particular army overnight, I couldn't imagine what that battle would have been like. That would be awesome to see in the flesh, to see that take place. So folks, I hope you have an understanding, and I hope that I have encouraged you. Just keep in mind, don't always try to question everything. Don't try to understand it, and allow God to do what he's going to do. All right, folks, that's all I have for today. So hopefully you've been encouraged. If you guys like these videos I make, the support links are down below in the description. The Patreon is only $1 a month. That encourages me to let me know that you guys are supporting. And I know a lot of you do support, and I thank you guys for your support. Wealth Transfer Series is still on there. I haven't made it public yet. So if you guys want to take advantage of that now and see what you have to do, there's at least a total of 8 videos altogether. So it's some information to go through, so then that way you can be in a position, because we're getting ready to go on this next run, and you want to be in position. So anyways, folks, I thank you guys for listening. God bless. With that being said, TC out.